So I'm in Marshall, Michigan. I had to come up here for an appointment, so I thought, you know what? The weather's been crappy. Winter just keeps on hanging on and cramping my style of going shopping. So I'm going to go to, there's a thrift store downtown, the Yellow Door, and check out their Goodwill to see what they have. So come along with me, see if we can find anything to thrift for a profit or to make over. Okay, so I'm in the Yellow Door, which is in downtown Marshall. Cute little thrift store. Just really kind of looking for anything that I think that I can make over, resell for a profit. I felt like I needed that crazy cat lady in training. I might already be there. These cute little Easter chicks are adorable. When I'm out thrifting, not only am I looking for things to resell and things that I can make, I'm also getting inspiration from like little things like this, like, oh, how could I make that? So I'm really kind of studying those to see, can I make those myself? These little sweeties, I don't know how many bunnies everybody can have, but they're pretty sweet. And I collect green flower frogs, but $15, I'm going to leave that one behind. Now, isn't this so okay? So it's cast iron little stool. Look at how well it's made. It's $35, so out of my flipping price range. But the way the top is, it is perfect. It is a deal for somebody. So I think this is a doorstop, but this brass cat is just amazing. $38. I'm going to go ahead and leave it behind, but it's cool. I did spy this beautiful carnival glass. I was kind of surprised by the price, but I have never really ever picked up one of these. But that iridescence to it is just gorgeous. Well, then I guess it seems like a good deal because I just noticed that the little booth here was 50% off. And how can you go wrong with a bird on a branch? Oh my gosh, out of my price range yet again, but $40 is actually metal. I thought it was going to be resin, but it says metal. Now, if these weren't already named, I'd be very tempted to get these for myself since I have a tuxedo and an orange kitty at home. I am weak when it comes to vintage ceramics, and I'm not sure how this is a trinket holder, but oh my gosh, this little worm is adorable. This is a nice size cloche. It looks like it's for a holiday, for like Christmas, and I was trying to like, is it glass? Yes, it is. Decided to grab a cart this time, though the theory of not grabbing a cart I think may work out. But there's so many people in here on a Friday, like their line was down on an aisle just to check out. So hopefully there's something left here for me. I think it's safer to go to the back of the store where less people are and the shelves are crowded, they are packed. So this is one of those where you're going to really have to search, move things around. That mouse is cute. I don't see any resell in him, but he's very cute. This enamelware teapot caught my eye. There's a lot of wear to it, but oh my gosh, just the way that it's made is very cool. And it looks like it says World Market on the bottom, but I just like that black and white. So I wasn't sure if this was like somebody put this together piece. It looks like the manufacturer did, and I wanted to feel how heavy it was to see if it was flippable. Now this guy is he is super heavy. I could barely pick him up with one hand. Well, I've always wanted one of these. I have like the cardboard version from Meyer, so upgrade. Got excited for a second thinking that these were cutting boards, but they're actually pizza boards because I've been looking for bamboo to match something that I have in my plan that I want to make over. But no, those won't work. But I had to check out the rest of it. Oh, I would have had to move so many pieces trying to figure out if I could make that piece over. But I don't know. The sides are a little bit on the wonky. And then I noticed this older thermos, and I'm like, well, never mind. For $12.29, I think that's the retail price. I really like this mushroom glass, which ended up being a beer glass. It was only $3.29, but I wish it was a pair, and they are still available on Amazon for $13. So I left it behind even though I loved it. I collect little creamers like this, but it's glued together, so never mind. I feel like I had a Ray Dunn version of this, but I think it said mice to keep or something like that. I can't remember. But I did notice this metal coffee shop sign that I'm like, ooh, if those letters are raised, that would be perfect to be able to flip. Now, it never hurts to dig through the frame, seeing if you find a blank frame, a piece of glass, or maybe a mirror or two. You just never know, especially in the pile that they have at this store, what you might find. And I'm like, I saw this and I'm like, I like the recycle wood, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need to tighten it all up, and I have pallet wood at my house, so I probably shouldn't spend $8.29 on it. At first, when I saw this, I'm like, oh, somebody painted a window, but somebody painted a window. I wish there was, like, you could feel this, and they epoxied over it or resined over it or something over it. I know 29 or 2029. I don't know. It's a pretty cool piece. It's very well done. I couldn't find a signature though. Maybe there is one. Okay, so now what is this? Is it just a garden piece? Are you supposed to display something on it? I love the twisted metal, but I really wasn't it's not very tall. So I'm like, I don't know. So I left that one behind, but I wasn't sure what it was for. Now we've all come to realize that the days of getting good prices are gone out. They're not. I cannot believe a bread box is $12, but I love the shape of the bread box. I love that somebody already scraped off the glass, and I can see repainting this into a beautiful cottage core piece. One in the front of the store where the checkouts are is what they consider their antique, their higher quality pieces. So you kind of have to take a peek because there could be something that you could at least double your money on. So, okay, I'm looking. I'm looking. So these little red transferware plates caught my eye, so I wanted to check those out. But they look like they're saucers, so they should have teacups. So, but they are beautiful. It's 7 of them for $20.29. It is what it is. And then I was looking at this. I don't know anything about wartime art or anything like that, but apparently they do. So 75.29 looks like it needs to be rematted. But other than that, I didn't see anything except this mirror. I was so super excited for about 2 seconds because once I removed the other mirror in the front of it, it had too much damage, but that would have been cool. I know I could have probably tried to match it, but you got to pick your battles. And then they have some pieces sitting in their entryway for some reason. But look at this old, this should be in an antique store, right? It's weird to see it at Goodwill. So on my way back from Marshall, I decided I had some Amazon returns that I needed to drop off at the UPS store in Coldwater. So I thought, okay, like across US 12 is the Goodwill, so you have to, right? Your car just drives to a Goodwill, it just knows where it's going. Look at all these Norman Rockwells. Somebody turned in their entire collection, must be. This is a beautiful Jack in the Pulpit, probably art glass, I would guess. 15.29, so I'll leave it right behind, but it is beautiful. One of my favorite areas to like really study is the little kitschy little tchotchke oh, look at that boar horse lost its ear. Oh, that is so sad. That is so cool. Probably could have kind of fixed it, but this is since they're so crowded, you really have to study. But I didn't really see too much today. Just some beautiful pieces to look at, but nothing I wanted to bring home with me. Then my other favorite is always going to the wood section. The only thing I found was these birds. I'm really trying to figure it out. I don't really understand it. Oh, and then one fell out, so now I got to set my camera down and fix it. Okay, well, a couple butter pats. They're not all white, but they're very pretty butter pats. Butter pats at the Goodwill. That's the first. As I was about to leave, they did roll out a new cart. The glass pieces are amazing, but they're all just manufacture probably China pieces. I did check out the Fenton shoes, but I don't think they have high resale. So I'll leave them for somebody else. Okay, so how many places can I shop in one day? So I decided, I'm like, I haven't got enough of my fix yet. So I'm stopping in the Red Barn Antique Mall on my way home in Allen. And I noticed this beautiful old dresser mirror, $8. It does need to be reworked. It looks like it doesn't spin, but that would be beautiful hanging on a wall. So if one of my mirrors sell, I may come back and get this. If it's still there, then it was meant to be. So the Red Barn has gone under new management, and they are having a lot of new dealers come in. So I've been trying to get back at least once a week, seeing what new dealers there are. And this booth is totally my vibe. And you think going once a week, I wouldn't see very much change, but somebody must have bought somebody's whole collection. Oh my goodness, they have so many mini like glass things that I'm really taking the time to study because the prices are wonderful. Wow. So you just gotta kind of look and, like, for me, is there reselling it or is it the price just right? I know I've seen these little bottles for like $8 a piece, which I think is really high. I mean, I would probably in my booth sell them for 3 to 4. So there's a little bit of profit at too, but not enough to be worth picking up. And I'm glad I took the time to study because this little head on the nest was kind of blending with the black tablecloth. Oh my gosh, it's like a brown. It's darker than an amber. It is definitely a brown. And then I turn around and then there's a whole table of looks to be like art glass paperweights. A lot of them are birds, but I'm like, I totally think that I spying some maybe hopefully signed Bluebirds of Happiness. So, is it signed? Is it not? That's definitely. Oh, it sure is. I think it's a Leo Ward. And then there's the pair behind. Yeah, y'all, $5. And then there's the set, the little lovebirds back there. Yet again, it is signed $5. There's profit there. I didn't go for many of the art glass because I don't know. I can go back and see if they have anything left, but I was just going for the ones I know definitely sell. And then look at this cloche. I love the size of it. I wish it wasn't quite as tall, um, but it's a pretty cool cloche. $4 is going to be a steal for somebody. And then I did notice this little red. Hopefully, I can get the succulent off it. Um, match metal matchbox for $6. I thought that is a great deal. And then I kept seeing this orange. I'm like, what is this orange? I told you I'm weak for the 70s ceramics. And it was the whole set for $10. You got a spoon rest, you got a little, probably a little votive candle holder, and another little trinket tray. Oh my gosh. Now, I don't know anything about artwork, but I thought this print that maybe, I don't know, it's a print. There's a little bit of damage to the frame, but that print is amazing. Oh, now this surprised me, a brass letter holder. A lot of us use them as plate holders for our ironstone. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. I have bought many a pieces out of this booth. Look at this tiny little genie lantern. But yeah, I definitely like that little letter holder. And I didn't know this was a thing that they actually made little holders for your bobby pins. I think I have more than that in my hair at the moment. Every day I have more than that in my hair to control my beast of hair, but that is so cute. I chickens, painted frames, could repaint the frames. I'm trying to decide because they were only $5 for the pair. Like, would somebody buy them? Or should I just wait and do some newer decoupage? Trying to decide there, like, do I flip them or do I just wait to find something else? I love this, but I think it was a display for the jewelry that they had for sale. So in the back of the store upstairs, they have like a 75% off clearance. And I don't know, I love salvage pieces. Like, this is at the front of a fan, but I'm like, but it's 75% off and I could do something with it. I'm pretty sure I could display it somehow. So I'm not sure, like, if it scares me or if I think it's neat, but I don't know, that monkey's kind of scary. So what do we have here? This looks like a beautiful, well-made, older antique ironstone piece. I love that simple floral and the brown on it. $5. That's coming with me. Okay, so sometimes it takes you multiple places to go. So if I was going to be in the Marshall area anyway, they have a Goodwill, they have a really good thrift store, secondhand store downtown. Yeah, let's let's go and check them out and see what they have. So, it didn't really feed my fix of being able to find items. There wasn't a lot to find. I mean, you never know. Sometimes you can walk out with a cart full, sometimes you walk out with a couple things. But I thought, okay, I'm looking for items to flip for a profit, to make over. So that is my goal. And the prices nowadays are just what the prices are. So what good does it do us to complain? So at Goodwill, I picked up the coffee shop sign. I love to make these over, and I'm always looking for the letters to be raised. If you can tell, you have taters here, checking everything out. So I was excited about that. And then this bread box, an all wood bread box, somebody has scraped off what would have said bread on there. So I'm like, oh, okay, I know $12.29, but prices are just what prices are. So I could see, definitely given this the way that it's got the curves and the scallops, it would be great cottage core, a little grandma core fun color going on there. And I hem-hawed and hem-hawed and hem-hawed, and I didn't want to have thrift regrets, so I did get the cat. Now, I wish you could feel this, because not only did they spend the time to do some fun, abstract cat, fish, dreaming of a fish, sun, flowers, the whole, but it's actually covered with resin, so it's not just puff paint or just painted on there, then it's going to get scraped off. They actually it's actually covered. It's covered, and you're not going to be able to pick off the little jewels that are on there. And it was $20.29, but I thought, you know what? I know what I pay for stuff at auctions, so I'm just going to go for it. I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to recolor the window itself. I'll need to put a chain on it. I have chains, so it'll be ready to hang. But other than that, it's beautiful. I so wish I studied and studied and studied trying to find a signature, but there was no signature on there. So, and maybe I just leave the frame as is, because I like the purple side. I think I like the purple. This to me would be the front, but I actually like the purple side the best. But it's two-sided. It can go either way. And then the last thing I got at the Goodwill, I don't know, I have like the Meyer's brand cardboard one that's falling apart, and it doesn't have the paper cutters in there. And I'm like, okay, well, I actually just looked at one at the Dollar General because they have them, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to pick it up because here it is, and it's a great price. So I love to have my drawers, everything be organized like that. Yellow Door Thrift, the only thing I picked up were these art glass votive holders. I'll take the tags off. Maybe find some, like, they just had these little things in here, but I think they would be really cute with like clear glass, taller votive holders. A little bit more than that, but yeah, I love the orange color of them. I think they're very fun. Oh, I forgot one other thing that I did get at the Goodwill in Marshall is I did pick up this, which is just like a base. It's a cast iron heavy metal base. Like, I don't know if it would have had a gazing ball on it, but I love to pick these things up because I love to raise. I use galvanized in my gardens to plant in. And that's the kind of stuff I look for to raise my galvanized buckets or the planters off so they're not sitting on the ground. So, and it's already black. So, perfect. So then I went to Coldwater's Goodwill, and I only found a couple things. I found this sweet little, older little nice starred kind of a crockery bowl. I've resold the same type of bowl before. I think they're very cute, very patriotic. I love the stars on it. And then, yeah, I can't believe 2 little butter pats. Though they're not the all white, they just have a simple little gold rim on them. I'm like, but they're butter pats. I can't tell you I've ever seen butter pats at a Goodwill before. So I was almost like, oh my gosh, really? So those were awesome. So then on my way home, I have to pass on US 12. I have to pass all the Allen antique stores. So I'm like, okay, I have time before Chris gets home. And yeah, I'm just going to run into the Red Barn, which is under new management. They're transferring over. They're getting some new vendors in there, some new people bringing some new stock, which is very fun. So you get to see things changing, and I love that. And I go in weekly, so I really can see when things are changing. So I did pick up that little matchbox, the red matchbox. I'll try to see if I can get the plastic succulent off. I might try to just soak it in water first to see if it comes off that way. I don't want it to really take the paint off. And hitting it with a heat gun, sometimes that still will like make more of a mess, or trying to scrape it off. I don't want to take the paint. So we'll see what I can do, because I kind of like the chippy red that it is. It's definitely a repainted piece, but it's pretty cool. And then I did pick up the brass letter holder, but a lot of people use these for their little plate collections and their hutches and on their books, their cabinetry shelving, open shelving. But I've never seen a brass one, so I thought that was cool. I did pick up, and I don't know what I'm going to use with it. So it would have been like the screen, which didn't protect anything from an old fan. You could definitely put your hand through it. But it's rusty crusty, and I'll figure out something to use it for. I know it is like still trying to be winter here. It is winter. So both our cars are in here. I have other hauls that I haven't got to. So I'm sorry that you have to look at my eBay and my inventory station. I have a pretty area to film, but it always seems this winter that we just have to have our cars in here, because we're in between 2 open cornfields that are, of course they're not corn now, and it's just blowing. So we like our cars inside. So there she goes. So sorry about that. So my last few things. So I went upstairs at the Red Barn, and I could not believe that this person had a whole bunch of little glass things. So I did get the Bluebird Happiness, the pair of Bluebird Happiness, and then 2 little hen on a nest. Crazy. I'm like, they had great prices. And then the last thing I picked up is I did get that mid-century modern orange, because I just love orange. And it does actually sell pretty well for me. So this would have been a spoon rest. This piece I think was chipped, just a little chip right there. So just a trinket tray, and it is $19.75. And then this, I don't know, you could use it as a candle holder, you could use it as a trinket. It's just very cool. The speckle is awesome in it. I also did pick up that $5 little ironstone transferware with those beautiful brown flowers on them. When you collect ironstone, you see ironstone, so you can just kind of like butter pads. When you collect butter pads, you can kind of just see the butter pads, in the whole sea of a pack shelf. Those are the items that attract you. You're attracted to what you like. So I thought this is a sweet little picture. So I'm going to add into this video, I have 3 boxes, 3 viewers gifts that I've had for a little while. I haven't opened them up because I like to do it on camera and be surprised what's inside. So my first box is from Michelle. I always like to add it like into a shorter haul, so I don't make too long a video for you all. I know everybody's lives are busy, and I wish you could spend all day with me while I video and hopefully entertain you. Oh, look at that little card. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. So she's got a couple little cans. Oh no, I think she put an ornament and it didn't survive. I'm sorry. It, they can be a little harsh with stuff. But thank you, Michelle. And then I'm going to open the other one. I think she said it was for Chris. And then, oh, the snowman survived. Santa did not. I'm sorry. These ornaments are so breakable. So it's a hand-painted snowman. And then this tin, she said, was for Chris. Now, my next one is from, I have to wait. Oh, Gary J. So this is from Kathy. So she's been doing a little bit of spring cleaning in the winter, which is the best because we're kind of stuck in the house right now. Oh, look at this little Americana. Oh, I can already imagine creating something in this. That is so pretty. And then, oh, you sent something for Chris too. You guys are so kind. So thank you so much, Kathy, for that. Oh my gosh. Love that. I love that you're spring cleaning because I feel like I have been doing that. Just taking one little area and just organizing it. I probably could do a video on it a day. Like, okay, I'm just going to tidy up this drawer. I'm just going to tidy up this side of my closet. If I haven't wore it, then I don't like it anymore for one reason or another. So this one is from Lisa. Bubble wrap, my friend. And I see that she said, please read the card in private. I always read them in private. I'll give the name, but I'm not going to. Oh, it's these yummy candles. I loved these candles. They are beautiful. They look great making the Christmas assemblies because they're glittery and they're perfect. And they only really take 2 batteries. Not as many batteries. When I first bought them, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to fill them up with batteries. But no. Thank you for those. I got your card. I'll read it in private. And then there's another box in here. Thinking there's some ironstone by the lid. Oh, it is some ironstone. Bless your heart. Oh my gosh, it's an Anthony Shaw piece. Look at that beauty. Oh my gosh. I don't have any shape like this. Oh my goodness, Lisa. Thank you, thank you.
I would like to thank Kathy. Ivana just showed me. I was busy moving wood around and doing everything we normally do on Sundays. She sent me this beer stein. Thank you very much, Kathy. And Michelle found at a garage sale this Budweiser tin for 25 cents and sent that on. Thank you. That'll actually go into my collection for a riser. Ivana suggested. It's a good idea. Thank you.
Y'all, you always overwhelm me when you send me, you even think about sending me something. Or Chris, my gosh, thank you so much for your goodies. Thank you for thinking of us. It just means so much. Just watching our videos, commenting, giving our likes, sharing our content with others is huge enough. But then to go above and beyond and send us gifts, you warm our hearts more than you could ever know. We just know that we're loved out there in this YouTube world. So thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for watching today's video. And we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what we're up to. Bye.